Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to another news update here on Buzzin Pattaya, and I truly hope this is the last news update you're going to have where I've got this background. We've been working hard on the studio, so fingers crossed that will be in place very, very soon. All the soundproofing tiles and stuff here, we've got everything nearly there, so please bear with me guys. I know this is not very attractive, I do appreciate that, but I am working on it, and fingers crossed, I hope in the next week, definitely in the next 2 weeks, but I'm hoping in the next week we will have everything finished, in which case the news will come to you from a different view other than that. Alright, so this week, I'll tell you what, it's been a really, really good vibe in the city right now. There seems to be a lot more people coming out. I tell you, there just seems to be that hustle and bustle gradually creeping back into the city. And more so evidently if you look on the BART buses. You know, when I see the BART buses going past the last sort of 2 years, there's been nobody on them. Most BART buses just sat there doing nothing. Now, you know, some BART buses are rammed, you can't get a seat on there. It really does seem to be a good vibe in the city. And also on Beach Road, I tell you what I noticed down on Beach Road the other day. I was just down there doing a video and the road was really busy. It was just a breath of fresh air to actually have to stand on the sidewalk and wait to try and get across because you just couldn't freely walk over there without a care in the world. So things are getting better, guys. They really, really are getting better. And you know, the news I'm going to bring to you today, there's a few things that we're going to talk about, but basically there's a lot more pushing forward rather than stagnating or looking back. And I guess the question has to be is, when are you guys going to get out here? All right, so today's news, I've got a few things I want to talk to you about. The first thing I want to speak to you about is there is a push now, a hard push. A lady called Mrs. Amporn, she's pushing very, very hard to try to get a 4 a.m. legal closing time here in Walking Street. And, you know, I admire her for what she's trying to do. I'm not sure she will be very successful right now. I think they've pushed the emergency decree back to, I think it's the middle of July. So although the 1st of July, so although on Wednesday, the 1st of June, they are going to be releasing a lot more of the restrictions here, there are still things in the background, in the pipeline that they're working on and yet to be allowed to happen. So she does want a 4 a.m. opening time. And what she said was, which was quite interesting, was she said that most people tend to go out about 10 o'clock at night to start their evening. Now, I know I'm a bit of a Neanderthal caveman, a bit of a dinosaur, and I know I live under my rock, but really, do you guys seriously start looking at going out at, say, 10 o'clock at night? Because for me, I want to be in bed by about 10. I don't want to be going out having a beer. But, you know, is that how that works with you guys? And I'll tell you the reason why I want to ask that, because also that filters nicely into our bar crawls, because obviously we're trying to figure out the best time to start our bar crawls. Currently, we do them in the afternoon through to the evening, but we may well push them back. So yeah, I guess that's the question. You know, in normal times, in normal opening hours, let's just say everything's where it should be, would you go out at like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night to go out and enjoy yourself? Or are you like me and you're sort of like a sort of like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, let's go out and have a few beers and enjoy my evening and then get my kebab and go home and be asleep by 10? I know, we're miles apart. You're watching thinking, is he just something else? Like, what is he doing? But remember guys, I'm married and very happily married, so I don't go out doing all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so what Mrs. Amporn is saying, she's saying that she wants to push hard for a 4 a.m. opening, but the Prime Minister here has also said that they need to keep a close eye on the entertainment venues, particularly after the 1st of June when they've allowed the relaxation. Because legally, places have to close by midnight, legally. Anyway, so they are going to be out there looking around. They're going to go and hit all the karaoke bars, the beer bars, the pubs, etc. So they are going to be on their game early doors, so be warned. And I don't think it will affect you if they were to come into a bar and you were there drinking after midnight. I don't think that will affect you as an individual, because I think the onus is on the bar to make sure they close rather than you as a customer to be a good customer and leave and be an upstanding citizen. So anyway, we'll see what happens on there. But yeah, so she's up for doing that and pushing hard to see if she can get that through. Will she do it? Let's see. Good news is the mask situation. So they are looking now to release the restrictions on wearing a mask And what they're saying is the mask regulation is initially planned for most outdoor areas and provinces in the green zones, which are called surveillance areas, and the blue zones, which are the pilot tourist areas such as Bangkok, Phuket, and good news for us is Chonburi. We are part of Chonburi. So what they're saying is, but what they do want to do is, if they do release the wearing of mask regulations, they want the elderly people and people that are at risk to continue wearing the masks until everything is done and dusted and we go back to being what is a completely free zone. And you know, in many ways I understand that, you know, if you this has been my argument all along. You know, I understand what we've gone through and I'm not going to get into that debate, it's just been thrashed to death now. But my point was, yes, we know that this condition is out there, but if you are asthmatic, if you do have a bad lungs, or you've been smoking 40, 60 cigarettes a day for like the last 5 million years, well, of course you're going to be at risk. So wearing a mask made sense. But if you're a professional athlete, or you're people like us that, you know, have got no underlying issues, I don't know. Anyway, let's not get into that. My point being is, they are looking at releasing and relaxing the rules, wearing a mask in the not too distant future. Please, let's do that. What they are saying is the cancellation of the mask regulations may be adjusted around mid-June, but it's only a proposal as of now, and meanwhile the Public Health Ministry will inform the CCSA before any announcement. So mid-June is not too bad. That's getting close to somewhere like reasonable, but that's what they're looking at. So fingers crossed, guys. If you are coming out here after mid-June, you may, just may, find there's a lot more relaxations than what we're doing, and possibly, not that I think it's going to happen, but possibly you might have a 4 a.m. Closure time if that's your bag. Now, stepping away from that, let's talk about coffee. If you like your coffee, well, here you go. This one's going to blow you away. There's a morning drip, okay? I have to say that properly. There's a morning drip, which is set to take place again in June the 5th at Yin Yom Beach. If you don't know where Yin Yom Beach is, it's basically in Pratumnak. But what they're doing is they're going to do the first Sunday of each month, they're going to host a coffee meetup. A coffee meetup at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, if you're going to go back to the 4 a.m. closing time, you ain't going to be making no coffee at 7 a.m. in the morning. Although maybe you're going to use that to try and sober up and go home and have a sleep. Anyway, but the point being is that that's what they want to do. They're going to try and introduce that in the not too distant future. Obviously, the 5th of June being the first one. And if it's successful, they want to carry it on month after month. Now, I don't know. Listen, I wish everyone all the success in the world. I really do. Coffee on the beach, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. They're saying everyone, including foreigners, well that's nice, is invited in order to exchange knowledge, drink great coffee and meet other coffee lovers. Isn't that what we do at like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning when we have like a coffee meet and you meet your mates, or when you come to the coffee meeting on the Buzzin bar, which we hold every Monday and every Wednesday at midday at 12 o'clock. So if you do want to come and meet other people and you want to come and you know, interact with other guys and make new friends, etc., then come to the Buzzin bar at 12 o'clock on a Monday and 12 o'clock on a Wednesday. It's an informal, light-hearted chat where you can just get to meet other guys here on holiday. And who knows, you might find someone with common interest and you go off out and enjoy yourself. So yeah, so that's our version. It's not at 7 a.m. in the morning, it's at midday. So I don't know if that's any good or not for you. Talking about the Buzzin bar, let's update you on that. There's been huge comments and conversations and speculations and discussions in Discord. Now, if you haven't joined our Discord group, have a look in the link below. There is a video link there. There is a link there, sorry, to Discord. So have a look on there. But basically, that's a free platform where you can chat away. Anyway, the point being is this: we have now virtually got to the stage where we're ready to launch the Agogo, the Super Agogo that we're going to plan to open on the 1st of July. Now, we said 100 girls. As it stands right now, we are on the verge of 150 girls. Yes, crazy as it may sound, but you know, we did a bar call the other day and someone kicked off because when we went to the bar, unfortunately there wasn't many girls in. Now that's something which was out of our control. We'd already said to the girls, to the bar owner, please make sure you got all the girls, we've got this amount of guys coming, and it just didn't work. It was one venue we've had at the last, goodness knows how many months, one venue let us down. But anyway, this guy was very particularly upset about it and said that it was piss poor. Anyway, never mind, each to their own, you've all got your opinions. However, Right, now back to escape. So we've got 150 girls we're aiming at now. And what we've also done is we've taken on board all of the criticisms of what people don't generally like inside when they go to an Agogo bar. So what we've got here is, I'm just going to show it now, is we've got girls with drinks are excluded from dance rota. In other words, they are not going to be joining you, sitting down, you buy them a drink, and 2 songs later, oh, I've got to go and dance again. You're like, really? Like, is that what's going to happen? It's happened to me many times. I'm sure it's happened to you guys, and it isn't much fun, to be fair. You know, you go in, you sit down, you get yourself nice and settled, you see a girl on the dance floor, you think, oh yeah, come and have a drink with me. She sits down with you, 2 seconds later you've said, hello, what's your name, where are you from? Oh, by the way, I've got to go and dance again. You're like, really? So that's not going to happen inside Escape Agogo. Unavailable girls. How many of you guys have been in a bar, or you've been in a go-go, wherever, and you've spent some time with a girl to ask that final question, that I'm heading off for the evening, would you like to come and join me? She says, oh no, I don't do that. Right, okay, so basically she just fleeced you for some drinks with zero intention of accompanying you later on, and you're buying said drinks thinking maybe later on we can go off and have food and whatever. So in the Agogo, in Escape, what we're going to do is put a badge on the girl to say, listen, this girl will sit with you, she will drink with you, but she doesn't need to go with you to go and have food or whatever. That's not going to happen. So we're going to try and alleviate that issue where you spent money buying a girl a drink and it's a no-go. Having said that, you know, if you do want to buy the girl a drink, well, at least you know what you're stepping into, rather than you know, just hoping and praying that, yeah, that happens. Mama Sands. How many of you have had this? Man, that drives me mental. You know, you go into an Agogo bar and service staff or the Mama Sand will come up to you, they'll say hello, and they'll I know they're working, I know they're trying to generate an income, because that's what they're there for. I'm not disrespecting them for that, but it's the whole pushiness. I don't like the pushiness. You sit down, the Mama Sand walks up and says, buy a drink. You're like, go away, like, if I want to buy a drink, I'll offer a drink. I don't need you to push me into doing it. So there'll be none of that. There'll be none of that. Expat friendly music. In other words, no hip hop and all that, oh man, all that stuff. It will be expat friendly music. Now, I'm not the DJ, I'm not in control of any of the music, so I don't know, but what I am going to try and do, and we'll create an event. Once this is up and running, we will create an event. I'd like to do, what do you think about this, guys? I'd like to do 2 nights, one every 2 weeks, where it'll be a 70s and 80s and 90s music night, and one which will be a rock night. And we'll have all the girls, obviously, the theme, but I would like to do 2 themed events. I don't know, guys, if you think it's a rubbish idea, then say. If you think it's a good idea and you'd come to a 70s, 80s, 90s night or a rock night, then drop a comment below, guys. Let me know, would you attend if we set up themed nights? It'll only be one every couple of weeks, but it'll be like more of a party kind of thing. Maybe we'll put some food and stuff, and you know, obviously you're going to be surrounded by loads of girls. So I don't know, what do you think about that? Incidentally, the last thing that I want to bring to your attention is there is none of this. Huh? Sorry? What? You want me to get a drink? Oh, hang on, I'll go and get, can I just finish texting? I'll go and get you. None of that. We ain't having none of that. So the girls will not have their phones, okay? So rest assured, there will be none of that going on. So hopefully, fingers crossed, things are pushing in the right direction. We are going to create what we believe to be a super Agogo that will appeal to everybody in terms of the pushiness of the drinks, Mama Sands, identifying the girls. The girls will sit with you, they're not going to run away, and there's no phones and stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're on the ball there. Let me know, drop a comment below, guys. What do you think? Yes, no, will you come to a themed event if we did like a 70s, 80s, 90s night or a rock night? Would you come to that if we put it on? Now, talking about putting events on, bar crawls. So over the last few months now, we've been doing bar crawls more and more, and we're going to introduce a bar crawl every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Okay, every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. Please check out Discord, it tells you where we're going. We meet at the Buzzin bar. As the time of making this video, we meet at the Buzzin bar at 1 o'clock. However, we may push that back if the evening determines and things go on later, so that may well be pushed back, so watch this space. Regarding the bar crawls, okay, we are going to look to Mondays and Wednesdays will be the smaller ones where we'll have like 10 to 14 guys, and on a Friday it will be a bigger venue because we'll go to bigger bar crawl because we'll go to bigger venues. So we're trying to cater for everybody, we're trying to push everybody into the right genre where they want to go. We're going to do Agogo bar crawls, we're going to do dark side crawls, we're going to bang chang crawls, we're going to do ladyboy crawls, we're going to do all kinds. You know, listen, that's the fun of being here, is there's something for everyone, and no matter what we do, we're going to mix it up and have a bit of fun. So please, if you are looking for the bar crawls, have a look on Discord. There is a link in the description below. Jump in there, have a look and see what you think, and get involved, guys. You know, Discord is totally free of charge. Now, talking of parties, Pussy Galore, which is a new gentleman's club which is opened up over in Nha Jom Tien. It's a lovely venue. They've done a fantastic job on there. They really is. They're looking at having 25 plus girls. It really is a fun event. And as you can see now, we have got a party on the 1st, Wednesday the 1st. We will be there. If you want to come and you're not sure how to get there, please go in Discord. We are going to put a page up there for you to come and join us. We'll provide transportation to get you over there, all that sort of stuff. So have a look on Discord, and honestly, you'll have a great time. We'll get you out there. It really is going to be a fun evening. So if you are looking for something to do on Wednesday, check out the Discord group and go over to Pussy Galore. It's a really nice place. They've done a great job. Really have done a great job. Now, if you're into your beach parties, which I'm not, well, I say beach party, you know, the pool party kind of thing, the Alexa Beach Club. Now, they're doing events again, so have a look on Alexa, check them out on their Facebook page. If you like the whole ambience of sitting around the pool with a view over the beach, you know, check out Alexa. They've done a fantastic job there, it really is, but it's a little bit, no, that's not fair, it's not a little bit. It's more upmarket, okay, that's all I'm going to say, it's more upmarket. So have a look on their Facebook page, see what they're up to, because there is a party venue going there all the time. Check out that page, get yourself over to the Alexa Beach Club. Now, news. I want to leave this one till last because it was a good vibe, we all got a good vibe. Now I just want to finish on this one. So unfortunately, there was a lady, and what's the saying, there's, what's the one about a woman scorned? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Well, anyway, this particular lady was trying to get a hold of her boyfriend, and unfortunately, he wasn't answering his calls, and she couldn't find him. You know what that is? You know, lads, the missus is calling. Hang on. Yes, love, I'm just in the petrol station getting some more fuel. You know the score. Anyway, so she's tried to get hold of him. He's not answered his calls. He's not replied back to her. So she went round and burnt his house down. I mean, seriously. She went round and she's burnt his house down. Now, the serious side of it was, unfortunately, and this bit I didn't quite get, but his friend and two daughters that were staying in his house, were actually in the house when she burnt the place down. Luckily, they got out and they were unhurt. So that's a good thing. But yeah, his friend and two daughters were in the house when his girlfriend went round to find him, couldn't find him, so she torched the gaff instead and left it in a blaze of flames. So what I'd like to ask is, just for a bit of fun, is guys, what's the worst thing that's happened to you when your missus has tried to get hold of you and you have either ignored the call or you've genuinely just missed the call and she's consistently trying to get hold of you and you haven't managed to pick up? What's the worst that's happened to you? I've been locked out a couple of times, which was great fun because I just went and got a hotel room, no dramas. I've had the silent treatment for days and all that kind of rubbish. I've had the old get through the door and they give me, oh God, really? Yeah, so what's the worst? Has anyone had their house burned down? I really hope you haven't. But anyway, so that's my question to finish off today's news update is what's the worst that's happened to you if you haven't picked up when your missus is on the phone saying, sweetheart, where are you? Alright guys, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be the last news update we do with this surroundings. I am looking at sorting out microphones and stuff. You know, it's just these kind of things, guys, I have to say, if you'd have said to me, oh, just do that, I say, yeah, it'd be easy. When I watch other productions, I'm like, yeah, it must be easy. It's an absolute minefield of technical stuff, which I'm not very good at. A lot of money, which I don't have, and you know, it's just a lot of things that have got to be piled into one in order to give you the best in return. So please bear with me, guys. I'm doing my very best. Hopefully next week we should do the news from a better surrounding than this, and there'll be no echo and stuff. So that's that. So yeah, so just to recap, don't forget the 1st of June, the restrictions are going to be lifted, but they are trying, a lady in Walking Street is trying to push very hard for a 4 AM. Will she do it? I don't know, let's find out. Don't forget that mid-June, there is a relaxation, possibility relaxation, the face mask. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that will start coming to a conclusion soon. Fingers crossed. If you want a coffee and you fancy a 7 a.m. coffee down on the beach, we'll go to Yim Yom Beach in Pratumnak on the first Sunday. I think it's Sunday the 5th or whatever it is. Wednesday's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, yeah, 5th. Sunday the 5th. Get yourself down there and go and meet some other like-minded coffee lovers. Or if you'd like a more reasonable time, come to the Buzzin Bar Monday and Wednesday, 12 noon. Come and have a coffee, come and meet each other. It really is a great bit of fun. The Agogo's on its way, guys. It's getting there. And the Buzzin Bar, incidentally, Buzzin Bar, we now have about 10 to 12 girls every evening from 6 o'clock evening at the Buzzin Bar. Come down and say hello to the girls. Yes, they are, if that's what you're trying to say. So yeah, come and say hello there. And the bar calls, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, be there and come and enjoy what are fantastic nights. Yes, we had one blip. We've had one blip, but we'll get through that. That's not an issue. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.